Scorpio, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. How's everybody doing? I'm grabbing the wrong deck. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for February 10th through the 20th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming and get some important advice from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Scorpio. Welcome back. Haven't read for you all for a while. Let's see what's happening, Scorpios. Ooh, we got Star. Guaranteed success and, what is this? You will receive a gift. Some sort of box and star. Guaranteed success. So, I like this. And it feels like it's going to happen over the Aquarius season that we are in right now. Oh, that one to come out too. Grabbed it at the bottom. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. We also have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important at this time. And then bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Okay. So Scorpio, it looks like you have a little bit of a mixed bag, but it looks like Valentine's is going to be nice. You might receive something unexpected. You also have maybe a business dealing going on and maybe some mending over a problem, a bridge being built. Okay. Let me, one more. I'm going to cut it. Firecracker, excitement. Okay. All right. Let's leave it at that. Let's now go into the tarot. Find out what's going on for you all. Hope you all have a good weekend. Well, we got some communication going on and some news. News is coming in, Scorpio. If you've been waiting on hearing from someone or there's some sort of unexpected news on the surface here. Page of Swords, Eight of Wands. Some sort of communication or opportunity coming your way. It's getting your thoughts going. Got a lot of thoughts going about it. Surface energy. What else we got here, Spirit? Ooh, the Hermit, Two of Wands. You're definitely trying to lay something to rest from the past and you're holding a high vision for the future and you're going into your Hermit energy and you're learning some sort of valuable spiritual lesson at this time. You're setting your sights on the future. You're trying to put something behind you. All right, let's see what you don't see coming. Whatever spills out, Spirit, what do they need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? I love it. High Priestess. Trying to pierce through the veil. It's like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Scorpio, and you are the fairest of them all. I'll tell you what. Scorpios are sexy. All right. You're trying to listen to your intuition. What can I say about something? What is it about? We're also reaching this North Node in Pisces, y'all, where it's all, and we're in this Neptunian vibe of like, what does your intuition say about mending or meeting up with a stranger? You got some success going on though and some excitement. I'm feeling my heart palpitate. What's happening? Something getting your heart racing? Ooh, Page of Swords. Maybe you don't like the news coming in. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you've got some miscommunication going on and you're going to Spirit with it. You're like, I'm trying to make heads and tails of this. I don't even know. Focusing on your work, are you? All right. Putting the time in, laying those bricks. Okay. You keep laying those bricks, whatever you're doing. You're being led and guided to maybe just not communicate and just focus on your work. Okay. I mean, looks good to me. And you're going in, you're doing some real deep spiritual growth right now. Whenever I see the High Priestess, it's like doing the meditation, doing the rituals, whatever it is that you do to feel connected to your inner being. This all looks good to me. What else? Ooh, now we have the Empress coming up. All right. So you're all about nurturing thyself, right? And working on your groundedness. You're tending to matters at home. There's something around not communicating and focusing on you and doing some work on nurturing self. I'm getting that strongly. That's very important right now. Okay, what are we going to clarify here, Spirit? Before we do that, I want to get a spirit animal. This looks like you're standing in a very soft energy. We've got confidence with the raven on the bottom. I think the more you focus on nurturing yourself and putting your time and energy into what you're trying to grow in your career and also in your spiritual practices, the better you're going to feel. Forgiveness. There's been a lot of people getting this card. Everybody's trying to forgive somebody for something right now. I don't know. But we are in a time period where we have Mars in retrograde, where there could be like anger coming up, either intense anger or intense love. Take your pick, or both. Love-hate, right, kind of vibe. In the air, especially with Venus going in the shadow in Aries, and this need to kind of get more clear inside about how you really intuit, right? What is your inner spidey senses saying? And what you're saying to me is, my spidey senses are saying I need to nurture myself and I need to focus on my work right now. And I need to really not communicate a hell of a lot about anything right now. And Scorpios, you all know how to keep it tight-lipped. You're like the enigma. Like, okay, Scorpio's doing their thing. Let Scorpio do their thing. But there's some forgiveness that you could be working on right now. If you're feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You're being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. I'll tell you what, I had years where I was really pissed off at somebody, and I think it robbed me of a lot of happiness I could have had if I just focused on forgiveness. But you know what? Don't tell Scorpio that. Because Scorpios are so loyal, and I claim to be part Scorpio here because I have just as many placements in Scorpio as I do Libra, and I'm equal both. I'm all we're all a bit of everything. But anyone who's got strong dominant placements in Scorpio will tell you forgiveness is a hard thing because you can't forget the way someone made you feel. I get it. Okay, we're just going to leave that at that. I feel like there's one more that wants to come up. 2, transition. Whoa, interesting. You have 2 cards indicating transition. You're in a transition where it's time to really focus on the tasks at hand, right? Working on your coin, right? Working on yourself, doing your inner nurturing. Trust and following what your intuition is telling you. You're holding off really speaking about a matter right now, and I think it's probably what's best because there's anger that needs to be pushed through first. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. Okay, so you're being asked to make a shift. This is a deep shift. And now, Crow, transition. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you're changing relationships, careers, or cities, ? Whatever it is, the Crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Okay. I think you're trying to forgive someone or something for the circumstances you found yourself in. You're doing a lot of work on yourself right now, and you're kind of keeping quiet. What can I say? You're keeping quiet, Scorpio. And that's nothing wrong with that. I think because you're going through a huge shift. Let's pull a frequency here. 6th chakra, and this is around your empowerment. That's what it's about, and it's your 6th chakra again. 3rd eye activation. You're going through the veil. You're going on a journey, and it's about you and your own spiritual journey, your own evolutionary soul's journey right now, Scorpio. Maybe some sort of rite of passage brought this on. We have the energy of the 3rd eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. Some of you are going deep into your gifts, and you're all about that right now. Opening up into deeper pockets of your talents and abilities and your divine gifts. Maybe even connecting with other parallel timelines where you are more telepathic. It's like this is going into a new embodiment of your Empress and High Priestess energy. This is alchemy, honey. Personal alchemy. Empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we're all connected through the same source. Yeah, there's something around surrendering right now through your spiritual work, through your Empress energy, through your divine feminine. You're doing deep divine feminine activation and healing at this time and forgiving somebody that put you here. It's like when we butt up against an energy and it's almost like a kaboom. This has been happening to people because of the Mars in retrograde. Where are you not in your power? What are you neglecting in self? How can you be in a deeper alignment in your own authentic truth? How can you be more of who you are? Right? And that's what you're doing. This is a beautiful time period for you, Scorpio. Let's clarify. I want to go into But since the High Priestess and the 6 chakras coming out so much, what is your intuition telling you? What's your intuition telling you? What are the messages? What are the messages Spirit's sending you? Victory is close at hand. Don't give up. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. You will rise. You too shall rise. All right, let's see. You're going to come out of this triumphant, okay? Whatever you've been dealing with lately. I feel a shift. There's a powerful shift at play. Clarifying the High Priestess. You're coming out of an 8 of Swords energy. Nice. You may feel like you've been trapped in something and you're trying to break free. This is about your personal freedom, your own sovereignty. I think that you're being led and guided to make some big moves right now. Power moves, whether it's in your career or in your home life. You're like, something's got to give. Something's got to change. And it starts with me. I'm getting that. 8 of Swords. That's what your intuition is telling you. You're not trapped. You're coming out of this. I love it. Ooh, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have 5 of Cups sideways. Okay. I think that you're coming out of what could feel like a very difficult time period. Because whenever you're in the 8 of Swords, you're like, I got to get the hell out of this. This is not feeling good. Okay. And it doesn't feel like something that just happened. This is like, this is when you wake up one day and you're like, how did I get here? Do I want to be in this? I don't want to keep putting energy into this. I want to come out of this state. And it feels like you can talk about all kinds of circumstances that will lead to this, right? In life, choices that we've made. And you're sitting here and you're like, okay, I'm going to choose differently and I'm going to come out of this. And what you're doing is you're deciding to take, you're taking life by the reins right now. And your intuition, your High Priestess, your Divine Feminine is saying, we must do this. We must, and we will. And it's changing your frequency. There's something happening here where you're like, I'm not going to stay trapped and give to a situation, right, that isn't feeling good for me anymore. I think you're cutting away at the truth. Page of Swords is recognizing a harsh truth, double-edged sword. In reverse, it means you've spent too long ignoring the truth of something. And now your inner priestess is saying, you knew, now you know. Now you're coming off out of the blindfold. You're setting yourself free. I feel like you're emancipating yourself from something and you're saying, I don't want to give to this anymore. I want to give to me. I'm getting that. Empress. Nourishing self. Nurturing self. Oof. You're like switching. You're switching on. This is like when Spirit's like, and you're like, I am going to do a 180 and I'm going to prove everybody wrong. There's something about you really showing up for yourself right now. Empress. Judgment. Oh, I knew it. You're having a Phoenix moment. And that's Scorpio. That's the Phoenix moment. I've had many of these, my friends, and I'm sure I'll have more. But this is when you say, that's it. I'm putting up a wall, a boundary. I need it because I'm going through an alchemical process because I need to transmute this pain into power. And you're doing it, Scorpio. You're doing it. I'm so excited for you because this is so important when we go through these rites of passage. We burn off the past and we say no more. And then you stand in a new frequency and you are a changed person. Judgment, 7 of Wands. And the Fool. Yes, you are ready. I would say give yourself a couple more months in this. You're doing the work and you're going to come out of this and you're going to be in a brand new lighter frequency. You're going from a heavier frequency to a lighter frequency and you're cutting away something that is stripping away your power and your feeling of freedom. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate because it's different for all of you, but I think you can't ignore the truth anymore about the changes that you need to make. Some of you, this has to do with your career. Some of you, this has to do with your family. But whatever it is, very, very meaningful to you. Whatever this is, it's like you need to protect yourself. You need to do what's best for you. I'm getting that. Do what's best for you, Scorpio. Okay? Because it's your life. It's your life. Let's now go into advice from Spirit. I am so proud of you because you're having a phoenix moment. You could be standing up to an employer or to whoever it is. I don't even see whoever it is you're standing up to. You may just be standing up for yourself in your life and saying, I'm going to make these huge changes because I'm being led and guided, and I'm not going to ignore what my intuition is telling me. And this all comes down to you standing in your power, Empress, and going through this huge renewal, rebirth. This is when we align with past, present, future, and we change our destinies. And you're in a brand new energy where it's like, well, I made it through that. You're ready for a new chapter after this. I'm talking like new Scorpio. Oh my God, you're having your Phoenix moment. You are. And look at that. The more you hear this and the more you're going, yeah, Jen, I know. We have the Page of Swords upright. High Priestess. I think you're getting the messages. I think you're Scorpio. You're Scorpio. We know how to see through the veil. I'm a Scorpio stealing, y'all. 12th house. Proud of it. Damn straight. This is your BFF. This is your ride or die. This is who you are. Never forget that. You are never without your own power. You are never without your own truth. So stand in that. Go through the flames. Strip what needs to be stripped. Whatever doesn't serve, it must go. You're getting me fired up because I'm really proud of you because there's some sort of massive transformation going on. Surprised death isn't here. Ooh, this has to do with heart. There's some heart healing going on here. Now we have the Queen of Cups. The Seven of Swords, which was kind of shifty. If you've got trust issues in your heart, you gotta like make sure that you're not carrying anything from the past. You're looking at your baggage. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is saying, you know what? This may have served me for quite some time, but not anymore. I can't trust this. This isn't my 10 of Cups. I think there's something that's been in your life for a while, whether it's a career or you've been in some sort of partnership that's on its last legs. You're like, your High Priestess is now fully online. You can't, once you see the truth, you can't ignore the truth. And I think you're like, I see the truth. I see the truth that this isn't my 10 of Pentacles. It's not. It's not. And I know it. Your heart is now saying, yet, all of these, it's like you've got, if you imagine these as like separate energies, right? You've got a woman standing in front of you saying, Scorpio, you know the truth. You got another woman saying, you must nurture and nourish yourself. You deserve everything that you could possibly want. Your heart is saying, let love lead the way. And you're looking at something right now and you're saying, this ain't it. This ain't not it. I've stayed too long somewhere. It's past the expiration date. All right, let's get some advice. I don't know what it is. It's different for all of you, but whatever has been stripping you out of your power and making you feel trapped and making you actually, you're putting your energy towards something you don't even want anymore, but you're still carrying it around. I don't know what it is. It's a person, place. It could be a belief. Maybe it doesn't even have to do with anybody else. It's you and a belief that you have about yourself, and your inner priestess is saying, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, Scorpio. You're Scorpio. You're meant to transmute. There's no shame in where you are right now. I feel like you've got like this grandmotherly spirit coming forward and saying, I'm going to take your hand and we're going to go through this veil together. And you're going to make these huge shifts and changes. And you're going to have a brand new beginning. And you're going to be so happy. There's something you're letting go of. So you can step into you. This is when we outgrow situations that we stay in out of obligation. And we're miserable. Knight of Swords, getting the hell out of Dodge. I don't know. There's something that you're like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. There it is. I'm like, where's the Scorpio energy? Tower. The tower's fallen, honeys. You don't need to be afraid of it. This is a good tower. This is oh my God, I got to move on. I got to move on. It's about your own personal happiness at the end of the day. And if you're not happy and you feel stuck in something and you're giving to it, you're saying, I don't want to do this anymore. You're coming out of confusion. 7 of Cups. You see it for what it is now. You're like, this is what's undermining my power. I can't invest in anything new. I can't even move forward until I walk away from this. You're seeing it and you're exercising so much strength. There you are. Strength. Soul strength. You see the truth. Page of Swords. You're walking away from something that has been in your life for quite some time. Again, you decide what that is, but it's a very important thing you've been holding on to that's like 1,000 pounds on your ankle. It could be a person. It could be a place. It could be a thing. It could be a thought form. It could be a belief. You're moving on. Some of you are even moving cities. And you're gonna be co-creating now. Now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. You're getting rid of something that you need to get rid of. And it doesn't mean you're not doing it with hate. You're doing it with love, but you're saying, this isn't serving me. This is not serving me, Spirit. And you're listening. You're listening. You're having a phoenix moment here, and you're gonna go skipping down the street. I'd say give it a couple months. You're gonna be in a completely different energy, Scorpio. I've been through this. I know it. I know it. You're like, we don't realize how heavy something is. When things get heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier in your life, it's because you're staying in something you've outgrown. That's Spirit's making it heavier, right? And then you drop it, and then you're like, boing, and you're like, gosh, why didn't I let go of that sooner? All right, Scorpio, this is big alchemy work going on here with your High Priestess energy. It's time. I'm hearing it. It's way past time. And this could be anything weighing you down from stepping into your gifts, removing the blocks. But I do feel like you've been trapped in something that you need to get out of. You let that be the judge. We're not going to read all these, but all 3 wanted to come out here. Slow down. The magic of nothingness and gratitude for the past. Yeah, see, once you're grateful for the whole journey, you're having this phoenix moment where you're going to look back on this time period and go, you know what? I had to go to that place to really reckon with the parts of myself that were sacrificing too much of my joy and my peace and my happiness. And now you're going to be living life on your terms. This is when you say, I've had enough, and I'm going to go through this huge change. You're ready for this change, Scorpio, whatever it is. You're being guided to slow down, sit into that nothingness space, go through the veil, commune with your inner being, and your inner being is going to tell you everything you need to know. Be grateful because you are on a labyrinth. You're on a journey here where you're being led and guided through observation. You're the observer. You're becoming the observer. This is huge. This is a massive spiritual shift for you. Because when we get confined and trapped, we shrink and shrink and shrink. Things get heavier and heavier and heavier. We lose more and more of ourselves. And then we break free of the chains and we fly. And you're having that kind of moment right now in this next time period. I feel like it's coming in. Something pivotal is shifting in you. It's almost like when you get up off the couch, you said, that's it. I'm going to start applying for jobs. Or you get out of a relationship. You're like, that's it. There's some sort of that's it moment happening in your life in February. All right. They want me to read The Magic of Nothingness, number 34. Yeah, interesting. We have one, interesting, they're pointing this out. Follow the steps, okay? You're extracting yourself from something. We have 1, slow down. 2, have gratitude, right, for the path, right? That's a big part of it. 20 goes down to the 2, and then we have 34. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? Rest of February, that means you're on the right path, all right? You're aligning with the timeline they want you to be on in order to co-create and rise. And like you're gonna be so in tune with a part of yourself that you haven't even met yet, Scorpio. 34. There is magic to be found in nothingness when you stop everything and allow yourself space. Something that you miss when you are rushing around begins to unfurl. It is the space of creation, the space where an idea can drop in, a problem can be solved, an argument can be understood, or a vision can appear. After you've read this card, you're invited to do 10 minutes of nothing. So after this reading, maybe do 10 minutes of nothing. Put everything down, move away from distractions, and just sit. Don't try to change or control anything. Instead, just observe what is. There's no outcome in mind, no goal to reach, just a pause. It should be an easy task, yet in our fast-paced world, it can feel like the most challenging practice of all. The more moments of nothingness we invite into our lives, the more magic begins to appear. When you are busy, you repeat the same actions and behaviors again and again without noticing. But when you stop, you realize that every moment, every breath is unique. You may just realize how much you have been missing out on. Commit to a daily practice where you can switch off and stop for 10 minutes. If you can be out in nature, that's even better. Put away all distractions, have nowhere to be, and just begin to explore what you witness. Your mind may wander. Your to-do list might pop up into your mind. Notice it all and stay committed to doing nothing. Every day will bring something new for you to discover. You're going into the veil, through the veil, into the unknown, into the underworld, and you're going down in that underworld and you're extracting your inner treasure. And that treasure is going to set you free, Scorpio. I believe you're on a timeline of rebirth and renewal. And you are like a phoenix and you are overcoming something that has held you down for a long time. Forgiveness is a big part of it. You're going through a massive transition, okay? It's time to repair matters of the heart and start trusting your path, okay? All right. Namaste.